Welcome to Tanakh Talk. I'm your host, JulieTaylor, hosting from Palmer, Alaska, and broadcasting live from Kingsland, Texas, with another episode of Women's World with Leah Michaelson from the Holy Land of Israel. Well, hello there.
Hello. Mwah. How are you?
I'm awesome. You're all bright and cheery and beautiful as usual.
Baruch Hashem, and you look gorgeous as ever.
Oh,
I mean,
thank you.
For getting up so early in the morning and just, you're just such a natural beauty. It's just roll out of bed and look how beautiful you are.
You're awesome. And I literally did just roll out of bed. We started an hour earlier or later. And, yeah, for some reason I pushed snooze, but I really didn't push snooze. I must have pushed off because I literally got up like 15 minutes ago. So wow. I'm here, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to hear what you have to say. And,
I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
How's everything in Palmer, Alaska?
Oh, Palmer's great. Yep. I haven't had any rain, which was forecasted, so we got sun, and so it's been wonderful. We had a big garage sale, made some extra money for the wedding festivities.
Yay!
And, yeah.
How exciting!
Yep, 5 days. 5 days.
Wow! It'll be here before you know it.
It will.
How excited!
It will.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
I'm with you in spirit.
Well, my daughter was asking about putting it on Facebook Live, but Jim's like, I don't think I want to be on Facebook. So I might just have to send private videos to people who request.
I'm good with that. Just know that I'm with you, even though I'm not with you.
I know. I'm really super excited because I have a special surprise for my fiance from Rabbi Federow. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Wonderful.
Reaction.
Wonderful. Well, yeah. We love Rabbi Stuart.
He's just wonderful too. I got to meet him when I was in Texas. So he's really the only rabbi I've met, but he's still probably one of my favorites. So he's pretty awesome. Yeah. So how are you? How's everything in Israel going?
Baruch Hashem, we're good. The heat wave broke last week. Baruch Hashem. Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's still hot, but it's beautiful. Compared to what it was, at least it's not feeling like it's 100 degrees. It gets up more towards like 90, but we did have, unfortunately, we hit a record, and this is not a record that I would like to have, but it's a record for the deadliest week of the coronavirus here.
Oh, no.
So we had 66 deaths in a week. So,
wow.
Baruch Dayan HaEmet, blessed is the true judge, and may we not have any more anywhere in the world. Yeah, may we only hear good news.
That would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. So,
our numbers have rose quite a bit too, but I think it might be because they're testing more.
It's very possible.
Coming in and out of the airport, and So we'll see.
Bezrat Hashem, this will be over soon, or they'll have a vaccine, or however they're planning it. And I don't think it's a forever thing that we're going to be wearing a mask for the rest of our life.
Well, let's hope not.
It's a period of time, Bezrat Hashem, God willing.
Yeah.
So I think for the show, there's a couple of dedications that I would like to do for the show today. One, of course, is for Refuah Shlema for all those that are ill, whether it's with the corona or whatever ailments. I know one of our listeners, a Refuah Shlema for Buckley. And also, Julie, I would love to dedicate the show in honor of yours and Jim's upcoming wedding.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it's such an exciting time, and especially with the things that we're going to talk about. This past weekend we had Shabbat Nachamu, which was the Shabbat of Comfort, which was the first Shabbat that came after Tisha B'Av, which we spoke about in our last show.
Mm-hmm.
And with our last show, we also talked about prayer and loving your neighbor. And while there are many people that are listening and they're wearing a mask during this time of coronavirus and protecting life, which we call it pikuach nefesh, we're still seeing a lot of people that aren't listening. I think here, my husband told me earlier, I want to say that there was like 30% of the people in Israel are not listening and not wearing a mask. So, but we have a choice. And so I would like to choose love. And I think we should choose love loving our neighbor and loving one another. And that's why I titled the show, Love is in the Air.
Now I want to break out in song.
Right. Well, we're going to do that. Very soon we will do that because you know me, every time I hear sometimes like just a word or a few words, I get a song in my head.
I do that too.
Yeah, but with this time of love being in the air, this Tuesday evening starts Tu B'Av. It goes from Tuesday evening to Wednesday evening, and Tu B'Av is the 15th of Av. And it is celebrated as a holiday of love. And it's a time where matches are made. We call Shidduchim, which is a Jewish arranged marriage, and there's lots of weddings that take place on this day. As a matter of fact, I think you heard before my show, my next door neighbor, they're getting a little bit louder, and hopefully we won't hear too much during our show, but you can feel the excitement building because she's getting married on Tu B'Av.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a wonderful time. And I want to read something out of the Mishnah. And the Mishnah, it's an original written version of the oral law. And in Mishnah, and it comes from Ta'anit in chapter 4, Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel said that there were no days of joy in Israel greater than the 15th of Av, which is Tu B'Av, and Yom Kippur. And on these days, the daughters of Jerusalem would go out in borrowed white garments in order not to shame anyone who may not have had a garment. And all the garments would be required to be immersed, so be clean. And the daughters of Jerusalem would come out and they would dance in the vineyards on Tu B'Av. And what would they say? They would look at the young men and they would say, "Young man, lift up your eyes and see where you choose for yourself, or see what you choose for yourself. Do not set your eyes on beauty, but set your eyes on the family. Grace is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised." And we see that in Proverbs 31:30. And it says further, "Give her of the fruit of her hands and let her works praise her in the gates." And it continues to go on and saying similarly, it says, "O maidens of Zion, go forth and gaze upon King Solomon wearing the crown that his mother gave him on his wedding day, on the day of the gladness of his heart." And we see that in Shir HaShirim, Song of Songs. On his wedding day, this refers to Matan Torah, the giving of the Torah. And on the day of the gladness of his heart, and this refers to the building of the temple, may it be rebuilt soon and speedily in our days. So it really, it's such a beautiful time. And I know when you said you were like ready to break out in song, Julie, because when I was thinking about this and love is in the air, and I was thinking about Hashem, and I was thinking about your upcoming wedding and Tu B'Av. And so the song Love is in the Air by John Paul Young came to my mind, you know, love is in the air, da, 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 love is in the air. And it was from 1977. And I really like the verses in the song because I think we can take a lot from it. So I want to read the song. It says, "Love is in the air everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish, don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when I look in your eyes. Love is in the air, in the whisper of the trees. Love is in the air, in the thunder of the sea. And I don't know if I'm just dreaming, don't know if I feel sane, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when you call out my name. Love is in the air, in the rising of the sun. Love is in the air when the day is nearly done. And I don't know if you're an illusion, don't know if I see it true, but you're something that I must believe in, and you're there when I reach out for you. Love is in the air, everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish, don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when I look in your eyes. I love those verses, and I really love the song.
It is just beautiful.
It's just with the chorus, love is in the air, da, 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 da. And Julie, love is in the air. You have a wedding coming up.
It certainly is.
But you have 5 days until your wedding. How exciting. And we see the love that Hashem has for us. And we can see it everywhere. So we can see, when we talked about the whisper of the trees and the rising of the sun, I mean, everywhere we go, and even seeing the love in one another. Yeah. And we can see the love between two people, a husband and a wife. Mm. Now, Julie, I know I wasn't able to be with you for your bridal shower, but if you would allow, I would like to offer some encouragement for your upcoming wedding. Things that I've learned over the years and experienced, and for you, and even for maybe some of our listeners. But I really want to bless you on this time, and this show is for you.
Don't make me cry.
It's a shower for you, Julie. This is your bridal shower in preparation. So I'm going to try not to cry as well. Oh my goodness, bear with me a moment. Okay. Well, let's continue. One of the things that I've learned, it's so important that we affirm each other. And affirming someone's feelings. There's times where an argument might happen, or just a heated discussion, and one may feel that they're right, the other one may feel that they're right, and it's kind of like a tug of war. But it's not a question of being right or wrong. It's how you made that person feel. And I want to share something that happened. I mean, my husband and I have had a number of things over the years that have happened, but they're just little snippets I want to share today. And when we were living in Florida, we would always have times where we would drive up to his parents. His parents were living in Delray Beach, Florida. We were living further south, probably about 45 minutes away. And I don't know what it was, but every time we got in the car, something always happened, some kind of disagreement. And we're not like the disagreeing kind of people, but something would just happen and it would set one or the other off. And there was one time when we were driving and we were going to celebrate a birthday. I don't remember if it was his mom's or his dad's birthday. I think it was his dad's. And so we had the car, and sometimes when you're rushed, and so you're writing a card out in a car and, getting everything ready. It's like, because life happens and things happen during the week. And so then all of a sudden the time to go visit is right upon you. And it's like, ay. Yeah. So we're in the car. And so I have the card and I'm like, all right, love, what would you like me to write in the card? So he tells me, so of course I'm writing it out, but I went ahead and I changed the wording a little bit. from what he actually told me to write in the card, because and I thought it still means the same. And when I read it back to him, he got so upset.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh no. And so what he shared with me was, because of what I did, because I asked him, tell me what you want me to write. And then I changed what he told me to write. So the way I made him feel was that what he had to say wasn't important.
Yeah.
And there's things that happen in our lives, especially as when we get older, there's things that might trigger something from a past. And it's okay. It's good. Triggers are good, but it's just a question of how we respond to it. And so when he shared that with me, Julie, I was mortified. I was crushed because I never wanted to make him feel that way. And so I made sure that I didn't do that again, and also careful. But there's times, and it's a learning experience, and it's communication.
Right.
And it's learning each other's love language. And men and women have different ways of communicating with each other. I think women think like in all kinds of like compartments, and men are just kind of like straightforward.
Right.
Not grouping everybody together and saying, yes, this is how all women are, or this is how all men are. But there's different ways of communicating. And we've been married now for almost 23 years. And there's still things that I do that my husband will look at me and he'll be like, okay, we've been married almost 23 years. Really? And it might be where there's times where I'll refer to something in a question rather than just telling him what I want. So for him, he'd rather I just tell him what I want. But
right. Don't let him guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
I know.
But I'll do it in the form of a question. It's like we could be driving and be like, do you think we're supposed to turn over here, make this exit, rather than saying, get off at this exit?
Right.
It's just little things.
Yeah.
There's times, arguing. And is it something that's really worth arguing about? There's times it might be very minuscule, and granted, it might feel like something big for the other person. The point is finding a way to communicate with that. And in doing that, it's conflict resolution. My husband and I learned a lot about conflict resolution, and it's a way to where you find a peaceful way of discussing. And as I mentioned, we've been married almost 23 years, and I can tell you that in all these years, when we do have an argument, if I could say it's an argument or just more of a heated discussion, it doesn't last more than 5 minutes, because there's times that we will look at each other and we'll like, what are we doing? Okay, is it something that we do need to talk about a little bit further on and, not argue, but, all right, so let's settle down a little bit and then let's talk about it. Because that way, when you are affirming someone's feelings, whatever it might be that you're discussing, then it's not going to get heated because you're acknowledging rather than nullifying someone's feelings.
True.
And something I have to say is so important, and you may already know this, have a date night or a day date with your spouse. It's so important, even after being married for many, many years. Yitzchak and I work side by side. I mean, our desks are side by side. We're always together. It's very, very rare when we're apart. And we're always, whether we're doing household things or whatever, there's just so many things that we're doing together, running here and there, that we take that time and step away. And for us, it may just be going out for a cup of coffee, but we've stepped out of the house. We're away from our day-to-day activities and things that where we're just busy, even though we're together. and just stepping back and having time together.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And it's wonderful. And know that there's going to be wonderful times, and there may be some not so wonderful times. And it happens. We've been through a lot ourselves, but it was a time where we grow as individuals and a time where we grow together. Yeah. Even in those rough times, it pulls us together and we grow together if we allow it. Mm-hmm. But always remember, even in those rough times, the love that you have for one another. And I'll just say, Ani l'dodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. Now, I mentioned this is your shower. So this is a time to shower you with blessings. And I have a number of blessings, or as we say, brachot, from a number of people that want to bless you, Julie. So I'm going to start with myself. And what I want to bless you with is, may yours and Jim's marriage and wedded life be filled with light, love, shalom, joy, and blessings. May you be blessed with good health. May you be filled with laughter and always enjoy your time together. May you have comfort in the not so good times. May you continue to be fruitful in all that your hands touch. And may the love that you have for one another continue to grow and blossom. I love you, Julie, my dear friend.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
Right.
That means so much to me.
Oh, well, you mean so much to me. I love you. You're very, very special to me. And I know you're so special to many others. You really bless so many women, Julie, in all the things that you're doing and in spreading your light to all the nations and to everyone around you. We all feel the love that you have for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so let's continue more with the blessings. Here's one. When the Torah describes the Garden of Eden, paradise, the central element is bringing the man and woman together. Marriage brings individuals into a state of bliss. Julie, you are a true woman of valor. What a blessing that the Almighty brought you together with a worthy man, Jim. I am filled with joy for you both. May you bring out the best in each other, share a wonderful life together, and continue on your path of growth and giving to others. May Hashem grant you many wonderful years with each other and bless you always. Always. Mazal Tov, Rabbi Michael Skobac.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Here's another. Dear Julie, it's well known that shalom means peace. It comes from the Hebrew root that means complete or whole. It also happens to be one of Hashem's names. When a couple marries, we bless them with shalom bayit, or peace in the home. It's the key to a beautiful marriage. So my blessing to you both is that you always make it a priority to rise up with peace through any challenges that may arise to help you grow, and that you savor the sweetness when things are at their best. May you be blessed with the warmth of shalom and many happy, healthy, holy years together. Love, Leah. Leah Saul. This is from Esther Hadassah in Mesa, Arizona. I'm so happy and excited for our beautiful Julie. I'd love to give Julie the blessing of a long, successful marriage. The secret is falling in love many times, always with the same person, and measuring how much it's changed and grown. Oh, yes, and sharing everything with your husband, and that includes housework. Excuse me, I'm getting verklempt. Okay. From Cherry Lacrosse,
Hmm.
may Hashem bless you with love, respect, compassion, and trust towards each other. May you all find all the happiness that you could not have alone. May Hashem bless you with peace, shalom in your home and in each of your lives. May life together be in the most gentle and holy way possible. Amen. Mazel tov.
Amen.
From Rena Cohn here in Spots. We are told that when we are born, most of us will spend a great deal of our lives searching for the other half of our soul. In other words, our soulmate. We are also told that in marriage, we become partners one with the other to fulfill the challenges that will beset us. May the two of you be able to work together in a partnership that will bring holiness into your home. May it be a place of peace and welcome to all, with best wishes on this very special day in both your lives.
Thank you.
From Barbara Shagets. I hope I pronounced that right, Barbara. May your special day be beautifully blessed and all the days that follow. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you, Barbara.
Julie, Lori told me there is a saying for birthdays. We always wish that a person should live to 120. So I'm going to wish you 120 years of joyful marriage. May you guys always seek Hashem and put him first in your marriage. I love you, Susan. And that's from Susan.
Oh, thank you, Susan.
And from Penina Taylor. Dear Julie and Jim, may this be only the beginning of a lifetime of love, joy, and true connection. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
May Hashem give you both much simcha and ahava always. Much love from Ken Rianne.
Thank you, Ken Rianne. I got to meet her and Susan when I was in Texas. Very sweet.
Wonderful. I just look forward to meeting all these amazing women.
Yeah, very sweet girls.
Yeah, there are some that I know, but there's so many that I haven't yet. But one day we all will be together.
Yes.
All right, well, let's continue. May Hashem bless you with love, laughter, happiness, and song together on this new journey in life. So happy for you. Congratulations. P.S. I guess this means you are not moving to Texas? Just kidding. Love, Lisa Craig.
Oh, Lisa. I got to talk to him into moving to Texas.
As we say, la'at, slowly, slowly.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hang on. I knew I shouldn't have put makeup on today. Okay. Oh, this is so wonderful. Love is in the air.
This is fun. I love it.
Okay. From Valerie Knoll. I pray you have a blessed marriage. We have not met yet, but I do hope to meet you someday. Shalom and Mazal Tov.
Well, thank you, Valerie. Sweet.
Julie, wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness on this wonderful journey as you build your new lives together. May your years ahead be filled with lasting joy, good health, and parnasa. Malka Ruth.
Oh, thank you.
And from Ariella Casey, Hashem should give her true shalom bayit and much prosperity. May her new husband be the true other half to her soul.
Thank you, Ariella. I've known her a long time. Long
She
time.
told me, yeah. What a blessing.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Now you're joining me too. Baruch Hashem. All right. Here's another one. Dear Julie and Jim, Julie, I've known you longer than any other of my Facebook friends, and you have been a great friend. I'm so happy for you that you have found your soulmate, and now you can rest easy at night knowing that you are in good hands with the one you love. You and Jim should have a wonderful, blessed marriage, fruitful financially and spiritually, and you should both be a light to the nations as you already are. I pray many blessings to you and Jim from our house to yours. Sincerely, William.
Thank you, William.
All right, we have another. In the Midrash to Bereshit, we are taught that Adam and Chava, Eve, stood beneath a marriage canopy in the Garden of Eden and had Hashem as the officiant. Soon after, they experienced having been sent out of the garden. However, even though they experienced trouble, Adam did not go running looking for someone else, not that he could. The truth is that both in joy and in times of trouble, one must maintain the mindset that Hashem brought soulmates together. In other words, like Adam, there is no other person on the planet that can take that role. My prayer for you, Julie and Jim, is that you will always look to each other and say, there is no one else for me but you, and together we will make it. May you have the blessing of eternal friendship. May you have the blessing of eternal happiness. And may you only know much blessing, abundance, and share only good news as you embark on your new life together. With much love, Rabbi Yitzchak Michaelson.
Oh, thank you.
So there's a song that's always played, and it's a very uplifting and wonderful song. It's called Odi Shama. And it goes like this. Odi Shama be'are Yehuda uvechutzot Yerushalayim kol sason v'kol simcha kol chatan v'kol kala. And in English it says, yet again there shall be heard in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem the voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. I love you so
I love you
much,
too. This is so special.
You just have
special
so
surprise.
much mazel.
Oh, I love you guys. Thank you, everybody who took the time to write such sweet, daring, caring words. I can't wait for Jim to see this and sharing the joy that you guys have brought me this morning. Thank you. Thank you. It's awesome.
I'm so glad you liked it.
I love it.
We wanted to do something special for you.
Oh, it is awesome. Thank you.
Because you're so special to all of us.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness.
I know you're not going to be with us next week, and that's a good reason, because you're going to be honeymooning.
Yeah.
So, but ladies, we are going to have a special guest for next week. I mentioned her name earlier, Leah Saul. She's an award-winning writer and international speaker, and she's an author of a number of books. And one that we'll be speaking about is Sisterhood of the Copper Mirrors, the Legacy of the Jewish Woman. So,
that sounds
Julie,
amazing.
We're going to miss you so much, but just the start of so many wonderful years together for you and Jim, and enjoy one another. And
thank you so much.
And just being together.
He's my best friend, and I look forward to spending the rest of my life with him as his wife. So he's a good man. He's a very good man.
He's a wonderful man. He really is.
Thank you so much. And thank you, all of you girls who have sent me messages and who took the time to write stuff. It just touches my heart so much to know that there's so many people around the world that care, and you brought a big smile to my face, and I love you all. Have a great week, and I'll see you when I get back the week after next.
We look forward to it.
And I'll be posting videos and pictures for you.
Good.
Okay. Love you so much. Have a wonderful week.
You too.
חשוב מכל חשוב והכרחי להיות ביחד